I'm gonna try not to get myself lost or going in the wrong direction again, because that's what happened the last time I was here. But yeah, you see how all the streets are kind of meandering, kind of scatterbrained, like this one's going. This is how it is. The streets are, they mess with you in here. They start confusing you. It's obviously getting to be the cold season, so there's not a whole lot to see in the gardens, but it's always nice to live in an area where you've got big gardens around you. And obviously you either had to buy a house here a long time ago and, you know, be lucky enough to afford it, or you gotta have a lot of money to throw around to live in this area. Okay, I'm gonna go down here and over. My headache is subsiding. That's good. I went to bed a little bit, feeling a little bit dehydrated. So logistically, I woke up this morning with just a big old dehydration headache. Good for no one. Ooh, hello. Squirrels everywhere. Ooh, pink flamingo. You don't see them much in these parts. Circle. I think this is not Coe Circle. Coe Circle's a whole other thing. Ladd's Circle. God, I don't even know where I am anymore. Alright, it's like the biggest roundabout in the daggum city. Yeah, so this is Ladd's Circle. Just a cool little setup. Yeah, Coe Circle is up at like 39th and Gleason, I think. 39th and Gleason or 39th and Burnside. Named after Ralph Waldo Coe, who, like most people that have locations named after them in this city, was a kind of sketchy guy. I did a video about the history of the land where Mall 205 is, over by my place. And it used to be the Morningside Sanatorium. And yeah, that was kind of headed by Ralph Waldo Coe, and there was some suspicious stuff going on. There were some suspicious deaths that were dismissed as suicides, and a lot of people from Alaska actually came down to get treatment there, and a lot of them died somewhere in Oregon. And kind of, there's actually a website that was created to track, like, trying to figure out what happened to all these Alaskan people from Alaska, a lot of whom were Native American, who were, you know, came down here for treatment and nobody knew what happened to them, like hundreds of Alaskan people. And yeah, there's like an organization that's been like trying to track down where all these people are, because a lot of them just died and got buried somewhere, but it was just a matter of figuring out where they were buried. Look at how beautiful it is through here. Yeah, how could you not love Ladd's Edition? Especially now that fall is upon us. We're just getting to that point where we're starting to have like the leaves really start. I mean, you can see there's still a lot of leaves in the trees, so in the coming weeks there's going to be a lot more. A lot of leaves on the streets. It's going to be a very pretty time, even though it's probably going to be raining the whole time. I was going to go that way, but I'm going to go this way because I see there's another garden down here. You can't pass up a garden. And then I'll start kind of maneuvering my way north. Maybe backtrack a little bit. Ooh, bamboo. You don't say. In these parts. Another alleyway. I gotta walk down one of these alleyways for you. I don't even know if I'm technically supposed to. I don't think it really matters. But yeah, here's a good old alleyway. This is as good as any. But yeah, Ladd's Edition is lined with these little alleyways that allow people, you know, to have their garages behind their houses, things of that nature. And I've seen some sketchy garages down some of these alleyways. Oh God, I thought a car was turning. It was passing real quick. I thought I was gonna whip around the corner. It's the one sucky thing about walking down this alleyway. There's not a whole lot of space for me and a car to get by me. But I've heard lots of stories about why alleyways were built here. I can't remember any of them. But yeah, very interesting place, interesting history. I believe 1892 was when this was first established, and they started building, and I remember they had delays where they had to stop construction on the homes in this area, and it took till like, I think like 1905 before they really had gotten a lot of the homes in the area done. And a lot of them still stand here to this day. I do want to kind of backtrack and get over to the far west side of Ladd's Addition, because I didn't really get to there when I did my video here. And I remember there being some like really cool, like old houses, like cool historical houses, but they were beaten down. They were, and I think, you see a lot of these old historic homes that people are living in, they're just falling apart, and I think a lot of them are, houses people grew up in, and then like the houses were left to them, but maybe they didn't have the same money their parents did, and so they just don't do much to take care of it, and they don't really have the money to upkeep it that well, or they just don't give a shit, that's a possibility too. And they let these cool old houses just go to crap. Oh my God, who are these renegades? What is this shenanigans? Ooh. Man, that dog is pissed. I didn't get much of that. Oh God. Almost banged up a toe again. I didn't get much of that because I didn't want to be filming into people's living room. I can still hear it. This dog is seeing these, as I used to call them back in the good old days, these skater fucks. And he's like, that dog is like smacking the window glass with his paws. That is one pissed off mutt. I hope that dog doesn't get loose. He's gonna kill all of us. This is Volkswagen. Is this a church? I think this is a church, yeah. At first I was like, what the hell is this? This is what I miss. I miss the weeping willows. Or just willow trees in general. You don't really see a lot of them up where I live. God, that stick fell out of that tree and tried to kill me. I don't even know if I got that on video. I love these too, these kind of apartments. These are a little bit more common, I want to say, in the northeast Portland. But you see them from time to time down here. These things that look like, these apartments that look like they were made out of like plaster. To the untrained eye. Okay. Man, there's those freaking skater bastards. They're following me. Oh no. Oh no. I love that something always, oh, that's cool. Back up in there. The all-seeing eye. That's cool. Yeah, but I love how I always feel like I'm gonna forget. Is this all closed down too? It looks like it. It's another small market. Yeah, so I'm at 11th and Harrison. There's some cool old stuff in this area too. Especially this place. I love this building. This building is amazing. And the house next to it. Link. Yeah, so this is the western edge of Ladd's Addition. And there are some houses in here that are just frightening. This place is literally called the Firkin Tavern. I think they were just trying to get away with saying the F word. You want to go to the Firkin Tavern tonight? Firk, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I always feel like, because now that the paranoia mode moments in my long walk vlogs are becoming such a staple, I've remembered to do them like several in a row. I keep thinking there's going to be that moment where I'm just vlogging and I forget to do it. And then there's always some random little thing like that that happens that immediately makes me think, oh, perfect paranoia mode moment. And then I do it. And I always try to be in an area where there's like nobody around me, because freaking, it's embarrassing. I hit record and for like several seconds I'm just like, ah, it's freaking frightening. That house is a little beat up. Actually, I'm gonna walk over here just for fun. Once you get out of Ladd's Addition back here, it starts getting real industrial because I'm only like 12 blocks from the river. This is actually almost the second most closest I've been traveling on foot to actually getting to downtown Portland again. I remember I did a Historic Murders of Portland episode down here. Oh my god, this may be the greatest thing I've ever seen. This is freaking amazing. Bunched up against this truck that has like an old... And then you got this over here. There's a lot of interesting stuff in this area. Yeah, right here, I think. Okay, somewhere in this vicinity. I don't really remember now. I want to... There was an old house I passed, but it was somewhere. It was like a stretch like this, where I had to go by a building. Somewhere in this area, there was a guy. There's some people over by a car here, and I don't want to be over the top, but isn't this the coolest thing you've ever seen? But seriously, they were looking at this car. It's a little bit kind of, there wasn't really anybody else in the area. There was one person that was like kind of bent down, like it was looking at the back tires. Now maybe the car is just broken down. And then but there was another guy with him who was standing more towards the front of the car, and he was in kind of that like lookout mode. And I was just like, I'm by myself. I have a phone with a camera that I'm videoing with. I don't know if I want to just walk by them. You know? You can call that being a little bitch, but you can also call that, hey, let's not walk into a dangerous situation. That's how I choose to look at it. So I'm gonna circumvent them on this block. And anyway, there was a Historic Murders of Portland episode. It happened like maybe a block. I think it was along that stretch that I was looking at, towards where those guys were by that car. And I can't remember the guy's name, but yeah, there was a guy that got murdered just walking down that sidewalk. This is probably a lot more open or a lot more residential back then. And yeah, this guy was just walking home from dinner with, I think it was like with his girlfriend's family, and these two guys charged him and shot him dead. And they later claimed that they thought he was someone else who they thought had won, I think it was they thought he'd won some gambling money, and they thought he was this guy. And so they attacked him with the objective of stealing his money. So it's not like just because they accidentally killed the wrong guy, it was like, we didn't really do anything wrong. Oh, hello. Hello. Hey there. Alright, that dog did have an owner. So, the dog was just standing there. I was like, are you just roaming the streets of Ladd's Addition? You're like a street dog, but you're like a bougie street dog. Okay, car's going that way. I'm gonna go this way. I've always loved this little kind of like mini mall, or not mini mall, but like a strip mall. Got mini strip mall kind of thing. And these big old apartment houses. These are all over southeast Portland, especially west side of Mount Tabor. I'm starting to see more people, so that means I'm probably gonna have to slide the old mask back on. My new shoes are wearing well. Feet ain't bothering me. Oh, I'm coming to Market Street. Wait, so this is... I have officially come to a sign you can't see, but yeah, I'm at 12th and Market, which means I'm like exactly 96 blocks from, almost exactly 96 blocks from my home right now. because I live just off Market. Alright, so we're... food. Oh, okay, so they're saying that this building, they're planting putting a lot of plants around the building. I can see that. They got them up here. Oh, wow. Oh, I love these old... and you can actually still find them around here. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to try to just zoom across Hawthorne. I have no interest in being on many more busy streets today. Burgerville. Oh, wait, what have we got here? The Art of Stormwater Management. Because this is right across the street here, so I might as well see what this is all about. Map. Eye River sculpture located at PCC Climb Center. So I guess this is the PCC Climb Center? I don't know. Let's hear. On the fringe of Lads Edition. Green Street planters along Southeast Clay. About 2 million gallons of stormwater runoff. Also, it's still like, it's almost kind of to keep the city from flooding by sucking in water into plant life. That's cool. I'm about that. Works for me. And then here's the eye. That's cool. Oh yeah, and see. So, okay, so I get it. So it's these things that yeah, I see these scattered around Portland. The water's supposed to funnel in through these little openings, and then it fills up in here instead of filling up on the streets or, you know, filling up in your front yard. Streaking down into your basement, as is usually the issue I face, because our windows are actually half underground, so water will just drip over like this. There's this thing around it, and you kind of look out the window and up, and there's just kind of this, pretty much a thing like that water can just pour into. And that's why last summer I ended up cleaning a bunch of water out of there, because that thing just fills up, and the only thing between it is metal and our very old bedroom window. So take a guess who was winning that war when the big storm showed up. Alright, so this is the famed Hawthorne Street. And I can cross. Hallelujah. Stupid bird scooters. I'm a Lime man. Always loved this spot. It says open 11 to 10, so I guess COVID hasn't killed this place, but this is the Jolly Roger. Kind of a pirate-themed sports bar. You don't see many of those at 12th and Madison Street. It's just, how can you not like that? Oh, this is where the road wants to turn, huh? That puts me into a bit of a quandary. Alright. Just wait for you then. You won't be waiting a while. Alright, let's go chance. You can actually see a little bit of downtown over there. So I'm that stinking close. And I actually planned on staying a little bit more. I didn't want to get this close to the river. Not for any particular reason. Shut up, bus, I'm talking. Okay, so I'm out of Lads Edition. I'm in the Hosford, Abernathy neighborhood, I think. Which has got its niceness. It's got willow trees. But, not that my legs are getting tired, I just have to be ready. It's a few minutes before 4, so time for the obligatory, just to know what's going on. Check for scooters in the area. Okay, so I'm the blue dot. There's a lot of them north of me, and not a whole lot west of me. They're just kind of scattered. So almost my best bet is to ultimately try to get north, I guess. Another thing to ponder, how my steps looking. Yes, I got my steps today. Confetti everywhere. Of course, 6,000 steps is all I have to get a day. But I've walked about 3.5 miles. Giddy up. Look at this behemoth. I love those big old apartment houses as they pop up. Alright, so let me just look at it. You know, one of these random areas where we haven't been butchered by developments. Oh, kitty? Kitty? Meow. Can't not say hello to a kitty. Hi, kitty. Meow. Meow. Nope. Having no part of me. Like, I don't know you from a hole in the wall, bruh. Oh, look at this ride. That's how you schnazz up what is probably one of the most hated cars. It's not only a Ford Taurus, it's a Ford Taurus station wagon. The Space Bubble edition. But yeah, it's just like everywhere you look, there's just beautiful houses everywhere. Okay, so what street is this? I'm trying to make sure I remember the ones that actually have. Is this, what? Salmon, okay. I need to remember Salmon Street. Kind of. Salmon, Clinton, Harrison. They all seem to be very bike friendly. It's a very intriguing number of roundabouts in this area too. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's just them trying to slow traffic down. I know that the bougier the neighborhood gets, the more they crack down on speedsters, which is good. Ooh, free water jug. Now, I'll pass on that one. That one had some weird black substance all over it. Oh man, this is a really cool house. Or living quarters. I don't know exactly what they are up ahead here, so I'm gonna cross the street here. Pass by the roundabout. Yes on 109. Yeah, I voted yes on 109. I think. If it's the measure, I think it is. Oh man, my headache's coming back a little bit. Oh, hello squirrel. We got an itch? We got an itch? He's like, no, I ain't got an itch. I got getting the hell out of here. I love these areas where the houses are undisturbed, but there's this spot. I love this place. I think this is actually a place that I was gonna do for a Portland Here and Now, or then, Now and Then episode. Get out of my way, tree. Yeah, this is a really cool spot. And I think I found like an old picture of it. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, it's just by chance I went down the right street to go by it. That is a beautiful bastard of a behemoth piece of architectural beauty. That was a mouthful. Look at it, just ugh. Oh, and the sun has to stick its ugly. The sun's constantly sticking its face into everything. I hate it. All right, come out. Oh, Belmont. Giddy up. I don't know why, but giddy up. I love Belmont. One of my favorite streets to walk around. I love this apartment complex, that nice salmon color. Can't hate on that. But yeah, lots of historic houses along this stretch, and there's actually, I may want to. Oh, looks like the road is prepared for me. There's this stretch of very colorful houses here. These are the kind of houses that are always disappearing from Portland. The ones that look specifically like this, the very thin stairway going up, the little square window in the middle of the triangle. They're just very thin. They're almost rectangular homes. These are the ones I hate to see go the most because they're so representative of like not just old Portland architecture, but like pre-20th century architecture. I love it. And there's a lot of these cool little brick apartments along the way. I mean, there's no end to cool old structures when it comes to walking up and down Belmont. I think Colonel Summers Park is a little ways up here too, which is a good place to go if you want to accidentally step on someone's heroin needle. I don't know, maybe I'm going too hard on it. Just the few times I've gone through that park, I've had to keep my eyes open. But yeah, you can see it's really awesome in this area. Cannabis now open. It's in one of these old houses, but everything's boarded up. So maybe they aren't open, they just left their open sign on, because I don't think unless they're operating business out of the backside of, well, they're probably operating out of there. I guess so, I don't know. Should be within my view soon. Well, and there's George Washington High School that I passed by a time or two. No longer a high school. Well, this is unfortunate. This is just, I'm guessing, a vacant building now, even though it's got some great architecture on it, but it's just been tagged to hell. So is this power pole. A&S Marketing, paper and janitorial supplies. And yeah, it's just been all tagged up, but it's some pretty cool, like you can tell this is an older building. Some cool old architecture. And no appreciation. Well, except for that, that's okay. Is that pink flamingos? More pink flamingos? That's becoming a theme today. I mean, I guess I've seen 2 drawn pink flamingos and 1 actual pink flamingo in someone's yard. I guess you could say that's a theme. Ooh, someone stuck down a Mickey's and a Bud Ice. Someone's having a lot more fun today than I am. Zell's Cafe. Wait. It's open 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. What kind of freaking hours are that? Gotta love the old sign though. Here's to you, Hal's. You know, the Hal's isn't even lighting up. Can I get... I don't know. Well, the old iPhone battery is now down to its last 10%. So I just got like the ultimate FU from my iPhone. I knew the battery was getting low, and in the middle of saying like, oh, my iPhone battery's getting low, so I'm gonna have to switch over to my, newer phone. And that's kind of the first sign you need to start be thinking about, at least preparing for when you're gonna head home. And then in the middle of that clip, I actually ran out of space on my phone, which means I shot a lot of video today if I'm already out of space, which is good timing. I ran out of space, and then right as I was checking to see if there's anything I could delete so I could keep using this, boom, iPhone died. So, I use this phone for, for really good video, for more significant things I do. These therapy walks are just for fun. Damn right. Save UPS. I try to use this as much as possible for these therapy walks, but that's gone, and we're over to this. And what timing. I've done a video about this place too. This blue house here next to the orange one, this one. This a lot of vloggers have passed by this house a time or two. For a brief period of time in the 1930s, Walt Disney's parents lived in this house. They relocated from Kansas City, and they briefly lived in this house for a while. No joke. I'm hardly the first vlogger to talk about this house. And, ooh, free chair. There's been some misnomers about this house that Walt Disney's mom died of a very, very tragic situation. I want to say she got poisoned by the air in the house, or something was turned on that released gas that poisoned her. I forget the actual story. And she died in the home that she was living in, and it's been said that that was the house where that happened. Well, they actually moved out of that house a couple years before Walt Disney's mother passed away. So no, it did not happen in that house. Myth busted. This is Alder and 17th, so I'm gonna go this way. I need to backtrack just slightly. I'm gonna start, I was gonna keep adventuring on, but there's no scooters anywhere that way or that way. So I have to start making my way south or west to get a good scooter. I got a good day in, and I got a flip-flop. Yeah, I got a good day in. You got to see some stuff. Look at this house. That house is a looker. She's quite the looker. Oh, wow, I have to see this. This is really cool. Obviously, something got destroyed here. This is really cool looking, though. It's like the remains of, it's like a faucet. Yeah, that's like a wall to something. Wow, that's cool. I love stuff like that. Just little remains of Lord knows what. Doom. Oh God, I can't see. That sun is always just coming back for more. Okay, okay, good. This rooming house is gonna protect my eyes. Okay, Alder, and okay, I'm at 16th. I know there's a Lime scooter just waiting for me on Main Street between 15th and 16th. Only a couple of blocks away, and I swear to God, if somebody takes it before me, then I'm just gonna have to man up. Ooh, CDs. That's cool. I feel like they're sitting there. I feel like that's a trap. They lay out some CDs and they wait for you to try to steal them. It's like, no, cops, I've been robbed. So yeah, it seems like no matter what I've done the last half hour, I keep finding myself coming back to Morrison Street. One more little look at the Disney house up yonder. All right, just gotta get, I'm like 2.5 blocks away. Yeah, this headache's starting to bug me again too. Just walked through a bunch of flies. I love how I did the whole blah sound effect when I walked through those flies. Like some of them got in my mouth when I have a mask on. Illogical. That box. There's a free printer in there I just passed up. What is happening over here? This whole system is falling apart. Okay, I'm getting close.
Oh, so good.
So good. I shouldn't be making fun. Just some people having fun. Sitting in their garage. Snap. Anyway, I'm really close. Which means time to replace this with a helmet. Wait, what did this say? Your dog attacked my dog. What the hell? Oh man, that's drama. I left in a panic without getting my dog. He was just injured. I need to talk to you about what happened if you want to do the right thing. I don't think you're a bad person. You were shocked and horrified by what happened. Please don't let your dog hurt or even kill anyone. Wow, that's dark. I mean, I walked by a sign that said your dog attacked my dog. I don't know. I was expecting a birthday cake out of that or something. The abscess is around the corner. Please still be there. That's interesting. Where is it? Oh my God, there it is. I see it. This person better not take it. Okay. All right, time to get myself situated. Oh God, I gotta get out of that sun. Oh, sweet. Here we go. Okay, this is probably gonna cost me quite a bit of money. Step back. Oh, great. I just started it. It's already lost. Oh. Chavez. Give her a look. Drink her in. Alright, well, enough of that shit. Song Down Under stuck in my head for some reason. She just smiled and made me a Vegemite sandwich. Get out of my way, cars. I'm gonna race against time. Not that I'm gonna keep up with any of you. Somebody stop that black car. They took my baby. What's left of my battery. Climbing this sumbitch. One way much faster than the other, no matter what. I ain't getting home on this scooter. South of Division right now. I'm like, where does it end? And I see that Mount Tabor is way north of me. Well, hey, I'd rather be over here than I don't know if it came out well on camera, but I almost bit it. And this older lady looked at me like, you're a lucky one. Oh boy, the blinking light just came on. Had to end at some point. Well, I almost got to 82nd. Oh, that set me back a little bit of cash. Alright. End my ride. Alright. So, had to dump the scooter at 77th and Division. Didn't quite get me home. There's another scooter. I'm almost up to 82nd. There's another scooter a few blocks south of here. It's got a little bit of battery in it. We'll see how lazy I'm feeling. Man, after being on that thing, I don't want to walk anymore. Hell yeah. That's what I did. Right in Teresa Rayford for mayor. I did it, and I did it gladly and proudly. Okay, now is this an actual functioning phone booth, or is this just a relic? Or no, this isn't a phone booth. This is like a small. Oh no, it was a phone booth at one time, but they're just kind of leaving this here, I guess, for nostalgia purposes. Ah, this city. Oh man. Gotta do. Might as well enjoy the walk-bys while they're still happening. Passing by the Canton Grill again. I did a video on a little while back. I'm gonna miss this place. Miss it a bunch. I wish some crap lousy cretin with a bunch of cash to throw around would buy up and save this place. Return it to its glory, because people here love this place. Alright. So I'm sucking it up. I'm going a few blocks south to Kelly Street. I'm gonna get me that damn scooter. I don't care what it takes. So I decided to turn off 82nd, because why wouldn't you when you have the opportunity? Oh my god. I'm in Blue Lives Matter territory. I don't like that at all. Of course, I'm next to like a business that looks like it just sells big trucks for guys with tiny dicks. God. There's always a TV. There's always a TV. Like, where it's located is in such a strange spot that I'm literally gonna have my helmet on, scan it, take off. Because I don't know. What if somebody's waiting for someone to get it and then they're gonna come out and stick me? Oh, here's another one of these things they were talking about to catch that water runoff. Gotta be smarter than the rain. But of course, roadway not improved. Well, whatever. I may just have to wrap down 82nd. Oh, this is cool. This is real cool. Yeah, there's no way I'm riding one of those scooters through this. Be lucky to make it out alive. Of course, there's really sketchy people right up here, right by where the scooter is. What a coincidence. Yep, there it is. It's right up against. This is fucking sketchy as all hell. It's right up against this fence. There's like people loitering. Okay, I'm out. Hitting this and getting it. As expected, it was in a real sketchy spot. I literally pull out on 82nd, there's no bike lane. I'm like, screw it, I'm going down. And then I realized I just passed a street that had these bike lane things on it. So I flipped. I checked behind me first. This takes me up to Division. Awesome. Anyway, I flipped a U-turn in the middle of 82nd between Division and Powell. Turned, I'm going into oncoming traffic just to turn down that side street. I looked first. Here we go. Worst bike routes in the city. And here we go. Actually, I think this is right before they get really bad. Okay. Well, that sucked a lot of ass.
Cross street with caution. Vehicles may not stop. Cruce con cuidado. Los vehículos posiblemente no se detendrán. Cross street with caution. Vehicles may not stop.
Oh, God, okay. The worst is behind me. Nice day today, I gotta say. It was a real doozy. Not too hot, not too cold. anyone's going to be riding this thing anytime soon. Alright. You going to stay up? Okay. Oh. I didn't even... I guess I hit it. Alright. What the heck? Well, that was definitely... It wasn't really that long of a day, but it was definitely a video-filled day. God, I'm just a wreck. Okay, I'm just gonna take all this off. I don't think my face is gonna give me the option. Still together? Still together. I'm just taking it all off. Might as well. All right. Anyway, so that was a full day. Even though I only was walking for a little while, it's good. And made it home. So it was good. It was a good first excursion in my new shoes that are just a replica of the shoes that I got. But what was so perfect was when I got this pair of shoes, a little over 3 years ago, was I just started like redoing this channel. So it's almost like I started the newer amateur historian channel. I started this channel with those shoes. So it is a little bit monumental that I'm now moving on to the next generation. But that was my first real actual walk around, like actually doing an exploration type thing with them. Like I've worn them a few times outside, but not really done much. So there's I don't know, the next feather in my cap, the next jaunt to my credit, the next cut of my jib. I don't know what I'm saying. But all things considered, it was fun. It was actually I wasn't really out there too long. And, I just saw a lot of stuff that I either liked or hadn't seen before, or I realized, oh, I can go see this because I'm here. I can go see that because I'm here. Since quarantine, I haven't really hit up the area I was in today that much. So I missed it, and there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to go see. So anyway, that was today's adventure. And I thank you, my viewers, so much for, I guess, being there with me in spirit and watching it afterwards. And as always, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit up my Patreon. Until next time, this has been Steve the Amateur Historian.